Okay, girls, let's get in the house. Okay, girls, get up. Come on, get up. Everybody up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, girls, you all ready to hit the road? Okay, let's do it. Yum, 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 yum. Well, we just had ourselves a really big wake-up call for this general area here. Yeah, very much so, yeah. And it's not something we definitely want to get very close to at all, at any time, at all. So here, check this out. This is the very first rattlesnake I've seen since I've been up here. Right there. Look at that rattlesnake. Look at the rattle on end. Tail end. He's really thick in the middle, man. Really thick in the middle. He's coming towards the fence and the parking lot here. Might be trying to get somewhere warm, I don't know. But that's the first one I've ever seen up here since. Wow. Good thing I was looking out. I had to get the girls and take them inside. There he is now. He's coming out towards the parking lot. Might be coming out to get the heat off the pavement here. I don't know. Not sure, but he's starting to actually come right towards me now. I don't know why. Whenever I move, he seems very cautious, as you can see there. Very interesting. Definitely do know I want to get too close to that. Not 100% sure why he'd be out here, but very interesting. See, right out the back door of my motorhome here. So now he's cruising that way. He was coming towards me, and then maybe I moved and he decided to go the other way. He's going down in the direction of the outhouses, but still a long way off. I'm almost amazed at how slow he's going. He's just sort of creeping along real slow. Huh, very interesting. My first rattlesnake sighting ever in my life. That's crazy. I'm sort of wondering what he'll do if I got closer to him, but yeah, I don't want to get too close. Yeah, he seems to be eyeballing me coming up near him. It's almost like he wants to stay as far away from me as I do of it. And there, now he's getting up onto the pavement. I'm assuming it's to get heat because he came out of the shadows, the shade. But I have no freaking idea. I'm just going to keep my eye on him and see what he does. I'll keep you posted. Well, he's just turned away from the pavement and then he's heading back sort of in this direction. Just really slow and methodical, and Not sure if he knows exactly what he wants to do. But I'm positive he's aware I'm here because he's not moving right now. I don't know how far they can, what kind of distance they can strike at, but I'm pretty positive they have to be curled up to actually, like coiled up just to strike at you. Pretty sure. It's almost like he wants to go back across through the fence and down in the direction of the river again. Yeah. It's not a very big rattle there, is it? A little compared to the size of his body. Yeah. Wow. Fascinating. I think he's just roaming around probably looking for food. Now he's going down the other side of the fence, down in the direction of the outhouses. Maybe I spooked him a little, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for sure. Do not want my dogs or me anywhere near that. Yeah. Well, he's coming back out towards the pavement again. I'm sure he's searching for food or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what he's exactly up to. He knows I'm here. Well, now he's going back. I didn't even move. Anyway, the motorhome is right there. And he's right there. It's interesting. He came out a second time. And just turned around and went back. Very interesting. Very interesting. Definitely going to keep my eyes peeled from now on, yeah. Yeah, so that was quite the massive wake-up call for me, especially where it concerns my girls. You know, they're the most important and that. And, you know, I would come out to a place like this and I would just look it all over, check everything out, you know, look for snakes or anything that could harm the girls and stuff. Hang on. There we go. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, place like this, you know, make sure I couldn't see anything that would harm the girls or anything like that. Check it all out before I let them out, and everything seemed kosher. And so I would just get up in the morning, and they would need to go out, and I would have a quick look around, and there'd be nothing there. So I'd let them out, let them run freely off the leash, and you know, just I thought there'd be no danger, right? I didn't see anything, but as you noticed, you know, they can be just lurking right on the other side of the fence there, and you know, they just could be actually almost anywhere, and you might not even notice them because they seem to blend in with some of the branches and other debris out there, sort of thing. So yeah, that's crazy. So I'm never going to let them out in an area like this again, ever, because of that reason. And you know, even though I scoured around, they could be there. You know, the dogs could get hurt, I could get hurt. And so yeah, the only place I'm ever going to let the dogs come out and roam around freely off leash and that is out of that grassy field at the visitor center up in downtown Karamias there. That's the only kind of place, because we know spots like that, there's never any snakes out there. There's too many people, too many dogs. The grass is manicured. Everything's taken care of. So the snakes don't like areas like that. They like areas like this where they can hide away and, you know, hide behind rocks and trees and all sorts of stuff, and then curl up and attack from there. But yeah, sometimes my dogs would be, they'd be just roaming around along the edge of this fence here like that, just sniffing along, because other dogs people come out here and they have their other dogs out here peeing up and down the fence line here, which is hazardous to them if there's a snake there. But anyway, yeah, my dogs would be sniffing along this fence line here, and you know, the snake could be just on the other side and they wouldn't see it, and bam, they'd be done. So yeah, I am never ever going to let them out in a place like this at all. Even if I've scoured it really well and checked it out for any dangers or anything like that, it's not worth it. It's not worth taking that chance. So like I said, I'm only going to let them run around freely out in the grassy areas like that are cultured and landscaped and taken care of and stuff like that. We know there's no dangers out there, and I can't even have them on leash here because I mean, it would be more beneficial, but the thing is if I'm walking them up along the fence line and they're sniffing and the snake's on the other side, I mean, before I even notice it, something could happen. So yeah, so that's the thing. We're going to make sure we take really good care of these girls, because I do not want anything to happen to them. I'd be devastated. So that's the plan, and I'm just going to be more vigilant and more careful, and just look out for my girls. So now let's get inside, and we got a bunch of chores to do. So we'll see you soon. Ciao. I just noticed this too. There's loads and loads and loads of rose hips all along here, and they're just perfect right now. Just fantastic. Wow, look at all those rose hips. Look at them all. Wow, those are great. There's a whole bunch of them. I can collect a lot of these, make a ton of tea out of these. So yeah, I'm gonna go and go around here and collect as much of this as I can, and bag it and dry it out, and then chop it up for tea later. That's a lot of rosehip tea. Wow, cool. Let's do it. Wow, look at all the rosehips I got there. Anyway, I just took one of these trays here and I held it underneath all the clusters, the rosehip clusters, and then I just snipped them off into here. And wow, we got a lot of them here. It's quite a bunch of them. That is crazy. Yeah, I just took the scissors, snipped them all off into here, and there we go. Now all I have to do is snip all these rosehip buds off the green stuff and throw the green stuff away, and just have a tray full of the rosehip things. That took me like about 20 minutes kind of thing, and there's a ton of rosehip in there. Going to be probably up to 6 months worth of rosehip tea, you know, as long as I got a bunch of other different organic teas to do as well. But that's fantastic. So now, like I say, I just have to go and trim all these off the branches and stuff, and just sort it all out. All right, perfect. So there we go. We've got virtually all of the green stuff off there. All over here had all the rose hips separated from that. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. If you're only making tea out of it, it won't really matter how much green stuff or whatever part of the plant is in there. The whole plant is perfectly edible. So that's not going to matter at all. But there, we got them all ready to go here. Now, the only other thing I'm going to do is, after this, is I'm going to take them and I'm going to immerse them in some cool water. And then I'm going to swish them around a bunch, and really only just to get any excess dust off them, really. And that's about it. I mean, they're pretty much as clean as they can be on their own. And like I said, the whole plant is edible, so it really doesn't matter. So that part's done. Oh, more tea, more tea. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, what I was originally thinking of doing for this rose hips here was I was thinking I would chop them all up in that, fresh like this, and then dry them out, and then they'd be ready to make tea right away in that. But then I was thinking that, if I chop them up fresh like this, then a lot of the juice and moisture and everything will evaporate out of them, I guess. And then a lot of the vitamins will sublimate out into the atmosphere. And so I thought maybe it's better just to dry them up whole like this, so they retain as much of the vitamin content as they can. And then later I can just cut them all up, chop them all up, or whatever, and use that to make tea. But I'm going to dry them like that, dry them whole like this, and then I can either just throw them in a mortar and pestle and smash them up into bits, or I can throw them in my NutriBullet, my little electric grinder there, and crush them that way. But either way, it doesn't matter. I think I'll keep them in this form first, the whole form, and then smash them up after they're dry. And I think that's better. Retain more of their natural nutrients and stuff. So before I sign off on this video today, I just want to give a big shout out to a local business here in the Okanagan area. If you're ever in the Okanagan area and you're looking for really good quality bulk teas, it's in Penticton, and it's called Tea and Weave. Really great bulk teas, organic herbal teas and stuff like that. Just all sorts of great stuff. It's amazing, and I'm just trying to get off as much of the coffee as I can and minimalize that and get back into my teas and stuff with the rose hips and all sorts of stinging nettle and everything like that. But this is just so cool. So basically I went down to Tea and Weave, and I got all these bulk teas here. I'll show you. But first of all, I got this beautiful, beautiful teapot with a tea infuser there for bulk teas, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I am absolutely thrilled with that. Oh, I gotta have another sip of this tea blend I put together. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I went down and I got this here. Now, if you're ever into it, this is chrysanthemum flowers, and they're like little flower heads. They're beautiful. Here's stinging nettle, which I usually collect by the bucketful myself, but I ran out, so I got some stinging nettle. All good organic stuff. And this is moringa. If you've ever heard of moringa, it's really good and healthy stuff. And then we got this turmeric comfort, and it's got honeybush, rooibos, turmeric bits, cinnamon, black peppercorns, ginger, and honeybee pollen. And it's all full of really good healthy stuff. And this is dandelion root right there, which I usually collect myself as well, but this just made it handier. Dandelion root, super healthy for you. And this real good licorice root. One of my favorites is licorice root, just fantastic. Now, what else did we miss here? And this is called Heal Thyself, and it's got moringa, apple, lemongrass, sea buckthorn, drumstick tea leaves with lemon and pineapple aromas. Yeah, and it's very good. And what I've done, most of the time is I just take a whole blend of these, like a little of this, a little of that, put it in the infuser there, and then just kind of mix it up. And then, and this infuser is great if you want to make a whole pot of tea. Sorry, you just fill it up and it can sit and steep in there. But it's for one. If I'm doing 1 or 2 cups, what I do is I fill it up and then I pour it into there and keep pouring it over, back and forth, and then it steeps a lot better. But yeah, I fill that thing up and I let it steep for maybe 10 minutes or even longer. But yeah, and then I can reuse this over and over again as well. It lasts a long time. But yeah, so that's that. So yeah, I just have to give a big shout out to Tea and Weave in Penticton. I might try and put some links in the thing below, the description below, maybe, but if I can find any links. But Tea and Weave in Penticton, don't forget about that. If you're in the general Okanagan area, check them out. They're really great with all their. I'm really impressed with them because shops like that are actually few and far between, kind of thing, and especially when they carry all the really good stuff. Anyway, Tea and Weave, Penticton. Go there for your bulk, organic, healthy teas. Anyway, that's it for today's show. We'll catch you in the next one. So, ciao for now.